It is easy to see the image of God in someone that looks like you. It is easy to see the image of God in someone that prays like you, speaks like you, worships like you. The greatest religious challenge of today is to be able to see the face of God in someone that prays differently, thinks differently, and has a different lifestyle. The real miracle at the heart of monotheism is not that there is one God and therefore one truth, one faith, one way, so that we can wage holy war against those who choose another way. The true miracle of monotheism is that the unity of God demands the diversity here on earth. I have chosen to use a text that you may interpret a little differently, but I'm going to give you a rabbinic spin on it. It's very good because I was going to use Psalm 133. That was already taken. So here's the story of the Tower of Babel. Humanity spoke one language and sought to build a tower to reach to the very heavens. And now the whole earth spoke one language and few words, and they said one to another, "Come, let us make bricks and build ourselves a city and a tower that will reach into the heavens, and let us make a name for ourselves." And the Lord saw the city and the tower which the sons of men had built, and was saddened. So God thwarted their efforts by confounding their language and dispersing them so that the tower could not be completed. Perhaps, the rabbis teach, that the tower was not designed to rival God, but to build a totalitarian tribal civilization where everyone spoke, thought, and prayed the same way. The people were in all ways one. God introduced the multiplicity of language and dispersed humanity not to punish, but to fashion a world of individual diversity rather than sameness. Just as God celebrates diversity in nature, the rabbis teach, so God desires it of us. The miracle of creation is not that the unity in heaven creates unity down here, but rather diversity down here. And our task is to celebrate that diversity and to see the face of God in our neighbor who may not be like me. And let us say, Amen.
Governor, the reason the Sisters of Mercy loved you so much, and also people who experience homelessness and work in the field of homelessness, is because as a political leader and as our governor, you just didn't let this day go by silently. Yeah. You picked up the phone and you did something. But in our history and in our legacy, we have experienced darkness before. We have seen times when we thought, how can we get through this? How can things be different? And we have learned as a people that freedom isn't free. In America, we have a rich legacy and history. Our forebears fought hard for freedom in many ways. They struggled to end slavery, to enfranchise women, to open up economic opportunity, to dignify labor, to extend political participation, and to fulfill America's dream and promise of liberty and justice for all. We too will work actively every single day to fulfill this promise. We cannot accept any religious intolerance. We are called to be living, breathing expressions of truth, human dignity, and social justice. We must use our gifts, our talents every single day to advance humankind, to advance the common good. It's not just going to happen. It requires everybody here and everybody, our friends and neighbors across our world, to make this happen. We must help each other rediscover the spirit of we the people and not them and us. The promise of America remains unfulfilled, but it still beckons us. So I am hopeful today. Our world needs more people who are going to be people of action, committed to justice and the inherent dignity of each and every person. So we are to be this hope. Stand up for the things that really matter. America's legacy of equality, justice, and freedom overcomes the darkness and enables us to pray. Glory be to God, whose power working in us can do infinitely more than we can ask or imagine. Amen.